Welcome to martial arts for the solitary.
Just smile.
I'm not a smiley
You are by the
type
end.
of.
Not like that.
I just never know to be excited about the intro, I guess.
You can just be like, hey, welcome to martial arts for the solitary practitioner. You don't even have to like move that much. Welcome to the martial arts for the solitary practitioner. Today we're going to cover this, this, and this. Let's start warming up, moving ourselves around.
Okay. Welcome to MASP Day 5. Start warming up. Today's all about finding angles, finding holes, and combining your forward and lateral movement. Okay, it's your tactical idea. So we've talked about our forward stance, we've talked about our side steps. Now we're going to start talking about how we combine those together. Okay, that helps us a lot while stepping into people and taking away their weapons. Of course, Missy's going to be doing our kicking modifiers. And don't forget to breathe, okay? If you're gonna be in contact with each other, please use gear. And we're gonna try and do a little extra stretching at the end, probably very similar or exactly the same cool down as last class. And then of course, appropriate force. You don't always need to go for the eye gouge. You don't always need to break the knees or go for elbows to the throat. And if you use any of my techniques to hurt someone, you're a jerk and it's not my fault. Okay. Bounce around. Play with the same motions that we've been working on. Maybe some slap factory, maybe some pox outs or some lop outs, maybe some punch in. Bend your knees. Switch your feet. I'm sorry, I haven't added the side steps yet. Keep it up, keep moving. Don't forget to breathe from the belly all the way up. From the belly all the way up. Check it out. So this next one's gonna be your V step. Forward V or backwards V. Okay. You can also make a V step from a fighting stance to a front stance. Okay. V step, V step. Sorry, I haven't had the side steps. Keep it up, keep it up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 10 more seconds, come on now. So your V can be tight, or you're basically just switching your feet, or it could be very wide. Okay, so the next one's a little tricky. Don't feel bad if you don't get it right away. You're gonna start with your fighting stance. Step to a front stance, then make a V step and end up in fighting stance on the other side. Okay, one more time. Fighting to front, make a V. Fighting to front, make a V. So you should be moving a little bit forward each time. Backing it up for you one more time. Fighting to front, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, you can do it backwards too. Okay, shake it out. Next, we're gonna do review on our kicks. So we're just gonna do a 10 count which I timed earlier, and if you do 10 on each legs, it's almost 45 seconds. So front kicks. Tightening your belly. Kind of like you're getting squeezed, right? Okay. You can grunt, you can use whatever vowel. Yeah, that's not as important as tightening that belly. You can push the weight forward. Okay? Tighten that belly. Okay, shake it out. Touch toes for 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Straight legs, straight back. If you can't reach your toes, try and touch your nose to your toes. All right, cross kick. 1. Forward, turning out. If we go forward with it, sometimes we call that a stomp kick. 10, switch it up. Couple more, then shake it out. Shake it out. Next one is going to be your knee strikes. You can do them in place, or like we did last time, with the V step. Okay. So we're gonna do that, and up, push the hips forward. Come on, come on, come on. Check it out. Reminding you again about the pivoting front foot. Pushing up on that ball of the foot. Pop the hips over. Thrust your hips in the direction of your force. You can do round knee, round knee. You can come back too by pivoting back. Or if you can't do that, just let your weight sail forward. Or from the front leg if you prefer. You can let that sail back and come back with a volley as they come into you, etc. We're adding in your other steps, like a V step. Check it out. Last of our review kicks for the day. Round kick. So imagine that your knee, your round knee, is a chamber. Then you fire that foot out in timing with the hips. Okay? Either coming up or coming down. You can also come straight across. Or if you're acrobatic, push up on the foot as you re-chamber to help you spin through the kick. 10 more seconds. Check it out. So I'll stop the timer on this one. Your new kick for the day, Sabat kick that Bruce Lee added. We call it G-Tech. It's kind of, if you're a Taekwondo or karate person, it's kind of like a side kick, except for it's totally a wrong side kick. Your leg is straight and you just bring it straight up. As you bring it up, kind of curl your toes that way and push your heel outwards. Notice how I also pivot on that foot or start from a wedge stance. This works fantastic if Misty's trying to kick me. Very simple, very easy. It also works if I'm just coming in as an entry. Boom, boom. Oops, sorry about the angle. Using it as a distraction, boom, and coming in. So we're gonna try G-Tech, 5 or 10 on each side. 1, 2, it's almost a stretch. I've also heard it called flip kick, but we teach flip kick more of a snap. So, snap.
7, 8,
So it's just straight from the front leg, bring that up. Boom. Okay. Or if you're flexible, bring your way up. For the fun of it and the flexibility of it, I guess.
8.
Okay, shake it out. Okay. Section 3, hands. We're gonna do it all from goat stance if you can. If you can't, then just have your toes forward. 1, 2. Pulling your hands up and the elbows back, like you're trying to touch them. And Paksao, coming out front. You can also come to the side with the elbow on the center. We talked about either forward or center line style Paksao. Personally prefer the elbow in the center because it gives me the widest range and it opens up my Wusao.
Ooh, so.
Wusao. You can also put it center line. Looks very traditionally kung fu-y, I suppose. Work out 10 of those at your own pace. Pushing out with the palm. Okay. And what we covered last time as a lopsao, we could actually qualify it as a mansao. And the difference being, of course, the capture that I noticed Misty was doing naturally in our partner sparring last week, or last class, and it inspired me to distinguish the two for you, because they can be very similar. Some also teach mansao with a hiking out like this. I like the straight line because it plays really well into my whole wedge string cheese theory. Next one is going to be our straight punch. So we're going to come from the center line, straight wrist now, and making sure that we have nice bone alignment all the way through our striking contact surface. Also notice how it instantly turns into a pak sao. Loose, 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 tighten at the end, and then let it go. Loose, 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 tighten, let it go. Okay, which leads me to, we're gonna do 45 seconds. Actually, I won't kill you on the first time. We'll do 30 seconds of your cycle punch. So, nice and fast as you can, or maybe not as fast as you can, don't hurt yourself. Go. Notice how you can time it with your breathing like an engine. You can also time your twists. Find that push and that pull, and find that angle that's working for you. If we step out deep, we can make a very kung fu-y looking punch. Or if we keep it in tight, looks like a boxer practicing a speed bag. Which leads me to my favorite for the day, and that's Wu Sao. We also call it forearm block. So if Misty throws a punch at me, this would be my pak, or like this, right? My hand coils around and does this trap. You may notice Misty and I doing that sometimes. But in Wu Sao, I'm using my ulnar bone, or the other side. I'm sorry, my other side. So they could see that it works either side of the arm. Boom, boom. Depending on my angle, okay? It's very important. As I move, if she's punching at my head, the more I move my head, the less I have to move her arm. And I only need to make her miss by a little bit. So my Wu Sao is like this, coming from my whole forearm. You okay?
Yeah.
It was a little tactual. Okay, so let's try it from our go. One more. Boom. Coming out. And that elbow's on the center, and I'm guiding out. I can continue to guide out till my elbow is past my body line. Very fun. Very easy technique, but very effective. Which leads me also, of course, to the next one. Your traditional blocks. Now, I like traditional blocks, and I can already hear the comments pouring in. I like traditional blocks. I think they teach you a lot about your bone alignment and a lot about the way we use our angular momentum and technique. So, it's kind of the same thing, but it's not. So it's like a hammer fist, but I'm using the bone, or we can do it from a front stance. Again, finding that corner and that center line. Finding that nice. In a lot of traditional systems, we use 90 degrees or coming outwards. These work very good. They work very well for striking techniques. So yes, you can use them to block, but I feel like it's a waste of time to add this when the straight line techniques that we learn from Wing Chun are so much faster. But these techniques do add a lot of power, and they teach us about direction. Inside, coming towards my inside. Outside, coming towards my outside. Down block, high block, all very self-explanatory. So you're always finding those. And there's your introduction to traditional blocks. Grab a quick water. If I step out from a fighting stance into a front stance, I have a deeper boom, and then I'm within my range. One more time. Boom, I can step out inside too. Okay. And as I beat out. Boom. Okay. We're going to review the long drill that we've done so far. So that's slap factory, wedge, eye gouge, clinch, knee, heads, elbows, knees, and throws.
Not heads, nose, shoulders, and toes.
No. So slap factory, wedge, gouge the eyes, clench up, head strike, elbow strike, knee strike, washing machine, right? So that's what we've had so far. Your new thing to add is your cycle punch. So as I'm dancing around with Misty, as soon as I see an opening, boom, boom, there it is, boom, boom, I open with the cycle punch, then I go into the rest of my pattern, okay? So it's all about finding that opening, looking for that angle, then when you see it, blast them. You get them doing this, and then you can start every fight for the rest of your life with your opponent doing this, okay?
Like I just did.
So one more time, dropping bombs. Can substitute for your slap factory, okay? Then cycle punch, wedge as you eye slash, eye gouge, clench. Okay, and you get the rest. One more time, slap factory, dropping bombs. Find the cycle punch, wedge, clench, washing machine. Okay. Heads, elbows, knees, and throws. So we're gonna go back and forth with our partner. Take it easy on each other because you can get way out of hand with this pass.
Oops, I took you off.
Yep.
Sorry. Let's try that again.
Okay. So that cycle punch, of course, Legos of Death is great opportunity for instruction here. Misty, boom, she gets me, but then she loses contact. Go back to that cycle punch before you clench up again. Boom. And I'm up here. Okay, one more time. Missy's coming to me. Right there. There. Don't just hang on to them. Make sure you loosen them up while you're hanging on. Okay, that's about a minute and a half, 2 minutes of that. Yeah, okay. Next one is our coordination drill we covered last time. Pak lop, or pak lop, lop pak. Pak lop, step, lop pak. Or man, if you want to call it that. Pakman, Pakman. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if Misty throws me a punch and I can catch both of them, now we add our true lop sow, okay, where I'm grabbing, basically hooking by dropping my elbow. Okay, and then I add what I call it putting in the third. So you go pak lop, put in the third. On the other hand, pak lop, put in the third. And then she throws the second pak punch. Make sure to move your head. Don't just rely on the structure of the drill. So go first step, pop lop, then get that hook, then add the punch, and there's this push and this pull that happens right there. And coming underneath so that you can come up high as this comes back. Yeah, and sink that elbow a little bit more so that you get like this pulling in that direction. Yeah, and then there's the third. And then Misty just demonstrated you can just lead with the lop sow. Sorry, this would be gom sow. But this is a lop sow here, boom here, or boom here, okay? Same. And again, look, I'm coming from my fighting stance to my front stance and using my V step, okay? Here we go one more time. Pop, lop. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it with the back fist too. Or you can step out and that gives you the room to punch.
Oh, still I can punch
Yeah,
here.
one more time with me. See, I'm stepping out here. Now I have all this range. So I'm not feeling like I'm in a box with my punch.
Okay.
From the coordination pattern we covered last time. Pak lop, pak lop. Or pak lop, lop pak. Pak lop, lop pak. Now, if we break that up in the middle, pak lop, notice I'm stepping into my forward stance at an angle. Pak lop, I can chamber from this punch and fire a straight punch, or vertical punch, however you want to call it. Pak lop, vertical punch. And remember, again, that lop sow is sort of a pull, which facilitates the punch. So it's sort of 2.5. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure when the punch comes that you're aiming behind the elbow so that when the hand retracts, you still have a bridge here. 3. This hand dropping here, dropping the elbow, dropping the shoulder, which creates this disruption, and taking that disruption into the punch. Okay, so that's your pak lop, lop pak. If I mix it up, I can go pak lop, here comes the next one, lop punch or pak punch. And then we're pushing in, trying to disrupt this center line here. So now we're gonna add in simultaneous attack and defense. So we're gonna go pak sow into I jab at the same time as I step out. Pak sow and I jab. Pak sow, I jab, or punch. We can also, of course, lop sow and punch, which looks really cool. Okay, and again, adding that I jab. Okay. Okay, so Missy feeds me a punch, pak sow, and I jab at the same time. Good, or punch. Yep. And if you step out with your left leg, you get more range. Okay, and the other side. Oh, you all right? And feed me. Keeping that elbow low. And if I want to use my woo here, using my forearm. Okay, or my lop. Okay, good turn. As I come out with my second hand, so in a slow motion, This comes behind the elbow because this punch is coming back, okay? And to make it a true lop sow, what I need to do is hang that elbow a little bit. If I'm doing it from the inside, we call it fuk sow. If I'm doing it from the outside, we call it lop sow. Okay. Then, while this is holding this back, this is right here, what I call putting in the third. So pak lop, put in the third. Notice my step from a fighting to a front stance. This offers me this extraordinary advantage on speed as well as distance from her. On the other hand, man, pak lop. This hooks and my elbow drops. As she does this, she eats this. Okay? Pak lop. If we do them both at the same time, we call them fan block. And then back fist if you prefer. And Misty's turn. Yeah. It's all right. Lop pak's just as good as a pak lop. I'm gonna feed you the other one now.
Yeah.
Cool down. Touch your toes. Quad stretches. Grab your foot, push your knee down. Front stance, calf stretch. Find a wall, straighten your back, both toes forward, knee over the foot. Push your hips forward a little bit. You want more stretch, go deeper. Back straight up and down. Switch. Some trunk twists. And maybe spread your feet a little more, go down forward. Maybe go a little out. If you can go a lot out, do that. Now, this one's a little different. You're gonna point your toe out a little bit, come down towards your foot. I'm not sure there is a modified for this one. Make sure your weight's over your stretching leg, not your supporting leg. And up and switch. Make it easy on yourself. This knee's still in recovery for me, so I can't go as deep on this side. Okay, some hip circles. So I haven't quite decided on what I'm going to do for the next class. Let me know in the comments if you'd like a review lesson so we can put some more pieces that we've already learned together, or if you'd like to learn some more of the blocks like Tan Sao, Bil Sao, Tan Sao and Bil Sao, right? Hong Sao, etc. Okay, reach up towards the sky, straighten your back out. We'll also be covering back kick or side kick. I haven't decided yet for next class, and then we'll cover the other kick in the class after that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please share it if you haven't already. And as always, let us know what you want to see. And try it and feel it, practice, and be safe. Thank you.